Hey, good morning. I guess it took too long to get the show up and running. I got a compressor outside my door going off. Hopefully, you can't hear the compressor. You can only keep things quiet so long, and it took me too long to get everything put together and ready to go. Hopefully, they won't set off a jackhammer. Anyway, it's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way. So you can bring more value to your customer, bring more value to yourself, is what we're going to talk about in this episode, and have a little fun along the way. And today I want to talk about sprint reviews and how people, developers, teams don't take advantage of it the way they really should be. And I know so many Scrum, we don't need to do a sprint review or something like that. I just recently had a team that didn't do a demo of work or share something for like 2 sprints. And I'm like, personally, I want to say, I don't know how proud I would be of not being able to share any work during 2 sprints with higher ups because it doesn't look good. Like, oh, you have nothing to share. So here would be my challenge. Who's better at, should be better, well, let's put it this way, who should be better at toting your talents and skills and what you do for the company than yourself? Are you depending on a single point of failure like a manager to tell everyone in the company how great you are as a developer, a tester, a team contributor, whatever your role is in your company, salesperson, marketing, who knows? If you are depending on somebody above you to promote you for your career, I got news for you. That's a bad way of going, right? Because they're trying to promote themselves. Everyone tries a little self-promotion. They may or may not. I mean, if they feel the goodness of their heart, you're depending on the goodness of someone's heart to promote you and say how good you are. You could wait for the year-end reviews, and so many people, they all complain about the reviews. I should get higher. Well, did you demo your work? Scrum is a beautiful thing. People complain about it. Oh, I don't want to present. No, but that's how you do your careers. If you listen to the Happy Engineer podcast, he talks about career growth and all that and how you present and how you get that. Part of it is take advantage of Scrum. If it's there, take advantage of it. Don't be a fool, right? And I'm really serious. So many developers and team people are so scared of going to review and sharing what you did. But let me ask you a question. If you were to buy a product off the shelf or you were to hire a contractor and you paid them money, let's say to paint your house, and for 2 months, they didn't have anything to show. No room done, no painting. Would you be upset? Or a 1 month or 2 sprints or whatever the time frame, and they didn't do nothing? Would you be happy? Probably not. So do you think the company would be happy? You think your bosses would be happy if you don't demonstrate some of the product? Because they don't get into using the software. I doubt most managers actually use the software that they're selling or building for the company. I really doubt. They go in testing. I doubt they part of UAT because it's the stakeholders, right? So sprint review is an opportunity for you to demonstrate what you did, the value you add to the company, the value you give to the customers. If you skip it or don't participate in it for so long, let's say you don't do anything in sprint review, somebody else does it for 6 months. How would you think of yourself, right? How would you think of yourself from a value contributor if you present nothing for 6 months? Think about it. When was the last time you did a sprint review and you shared with the team and other people what you did? Think of it as another way. You have one-on-ones. So your boss, some people will say, well, my boss knows what I do. Well, is it your boss job? Are you assuming a lot? I'm going to say it right now. To share what you did with everyone else on the planet. They have 10 or 12 other people underneath them, maybe 20, maybe 50 in some places. So they got 50 people underneath them. Is it their job to share work from all 50 people through everyone else in the organization? Do you really think that's possible? I'm challenging everyone here because so many people think that's their job. Think about what they're doing and how much work they have. How much time can they really share? Your opportunity is sprint review, right? I try to encourage this from a mentoring perspective, from a career growth perspective. when I'm a Scrum Master for a team, when I'm an Agile coach, it's different levels. When I'm a Scrum Master, I go pester every individual about doing sprint reviews. What do we got? What are we going to demo as a team? Because I want the team to look good. As an Agile coach, I'm encouraging everyone, giving them the deeper meaning behind doing sprint reviews so they can look good. I'm not physically going to each person in the group because it's not my team. It's the manager's team. It's the Scrum Master's team. And their job is to do it. Whenever I was Scrum Master, everyone knew I was coming around looking for something to show. And I would explain to them, like I do now as an Agile coach, why it's so important to do the review and demonstrate your work. Because like I said, you can either depend on a single point of failure by depending on your manager to demonstrate what you did, or you can demonstrate at a sprint review where your entire team's there, there's stakeholders there, there's managers, sometimes senior executives at these reviews, and share what you do. It's your one opportunity to get your message above your supervisors. So please do not complain about your supervisors and how they don't tote how good you are to the rest of the organization if you yourself won't tote how good you are to the sprint review. It's that simple, right? I love Scrum, and this is an example how Scrum helps you with your career, right? No other framework does this, okay? And they can say, oh, you're showing your customers. But for your self-career, it also helps you because now you have the light spotlight. Now you can show how much value you add to the team or value add to the organization, even if it's just fixing bugs. Here was the old bug. Here's what it did. Here's what I did to fix the bug. And here's what the new look looks like. Simple as that as a review item. Simple stuff. But you're out in front showing the value you add to the team. Now, I will say we do a lot of things. I'm not saying demonstrate every single thing you do during a sprint. Pick one that you think adds the most value, helps the customer out the most, maybe more informational for the team. Mix it up a little bit. Maybe one sprint you're demoing a new capability to enhance the speed which the team develops software or develops a product or gets a product out the door. Maybe another time is an improvement to a product, showing with the customers, showing that value added. You can mix it up. You don't always have to do the same thing. So everyone thinks it all has to be value. It doesn't. Like front-end customer, it does not have to be. But you are shooting yourself in the tail if you do not participate in sprint review. I, as a developer, as an engineer, the way I got attention in my career and got promoted is I would step around my boss. Not like outstep them, but I make sure I can get the limelight every once in a while. I can go and do the presentation to the higher level bosses. I would volunteer to do it. Some places let the boss do it all the time. But at least in this creation of a sprint review, because we didn't have that when I was younger, you have the opportunity to present. I don't think there's any product owner, Scrum Master would even hesitate to allow you to present. And the more you do it, especially early in your team, the better you're going to get at it, the more polish you get, the more often you do it. And guess what? That's going to open you up to career promotions, whether it be managers, supervisors, whatever, and also mentoring other people as you do it. You can see the benefit of doing those sprint reviews to your career and to your customer and to your stakeholders. And then you can share them from a mentoring perspective with people that are underneath you. And in fact, you don't have to do any more work anymore because everyone's doing the reviews themselves. They're formulating the information. All you do is a one-page slide introducing, here are the topics we're going to present today at the sprint review. So from a management perspective, your job is easier, right? Because you're not writing the presentation. You're not building the slide deck. You're not demoing the software. They are. And you know what? You can feel proud that every member in your team, you look so much better when every one of your members of your team is presenting stuff they add to the product. Because other managers above you look at you going, wow, that manager has got everyone contributing to the product and what we have in this company. Maybe we should promote that manager to a VP because that's what we want. We want VPs that make all the other managers look good so they're all happy, so all their people are happy, and down the tree. So I'm going to say this one more time. If you are not presenting at sprint reviews and you're going to complain about your career and your career path or how your boss is not sharing the good work you do, or people don't know what the good work you do, and you're worried about getting promotion, worried about getting a pay raise, that's your fault. Clear and simple. It's your fault. Scrum offers that opportunity in the sprint review. And, I'm trying to do one-on-ones with everyone to encourage them to present. Show them this is how you help your career. This is how you help people. I will always tote that to people that I mentor, that I coach, that I'm Scrum Master for, that I'm a manager for. I always encourage them to present. And I'll even say, I can say this story. I'll give you a little story at the end. Every time I was a chair of a committee, I always end up being a chair of committee. So I don't know why. But every time I go to a conference, and then when I would have a junior engineer come along with me because they wanted to go, and I invite them to come. First time they would come to a conference, I say, observe everything. Learn as much as you can. And then when we come back, I go, okay, you got to go observe, enjoy it, watch it. Next year, you're presenting something. So work between now and next year on something you want to present at the conference. Why do they do that? I want them, one, have something for their resume, presenting at a conference. Two, I want them to get in the habit of presenting to people they don't know, because that's how you get promoted. That's how you make money. That's how you bring money into the company. That's how you do it. The more reputation for your company being leaders in the industry, the more money that comes to the company. See this value stuff, value add? And it all starts with the sprint reviews. The more often you're used to doing sprint reviews, then you're going to go to a conference. You're going to present there. You're going to be the leadership of whatever your organization is. You're going to be the talking point as well as doing your normal stuff, all practicing for those big conferences, and your career will grow. If you're waiting for your boss, I'm going to say this one last time, to promote you, to share with you when they have between 20 and 30, even 50. I had one boss that had 50 electrical engineers underneath him that I would work with. How are they going to present and make you look good? They have 50 people. It ain't going to happen. You're going to get that one little line in your yearly review, but you have nothing to dispute it because nobody else in the organization, nobody above your boss or your boss's boss saw anything you did during that year. Whose fault is that? It's yours, right? So take advantage of sprint review. Scrum Masters, encourage your team to do sprint reviews. Give them their career advice. There's more to this than just simple, oh, we're getting feedback from the stakeholders. Oh, we're getting feedback from customers. There's a lot more nuances to everything in Scrum, and I'm trying to share that stuff that's not in the textbook. How these things help you through your career. Make your life easier over time. Anyway, that's what I have for today. I hope you do a sprint review. I hope you participate next time. Let me know, if you need coaching or help on how to do that, get over your fears for that. I do offer coaching services. We do have our Slack channel. You can sign up for the newsletter and you get free access to the Slack channel. And you can ask me questions. Greg, I got this, or ask it to the group. How do you prepare for a sprint review? How do you get over these fears? I can coach you through that if you want to do the coaching thing, stuff like that too. But take advantage of these events. They help not only you, not only your customer, not only your team, but they can be very helpful for yourself. And if you're missing on the self part, all I can do is coach you, give you ideas, give you some mentoring tips. It's up to you to take advantage of those things. I'm not there to do the work for you. Not like the moms and their 10-year-olds, which we'll talk about that another day. So I want to offer that to you. Tomorrow's Fun Friday. We're going to do it early because I got to teach the kids. We're doing parachutes and rockets tomorrow in our technology class. So that should be fun, and Legos. So I'm having a good time with that. I think I demonstrated the Lego fun with the parachute thing on one of our fun days. So, but tomorrow I got a card game. I got to find it. I thought it would be a great example of how to plan a sprint. So I'm going to share that card game, and I'm going to try to figure out a variation of it, and we'll see. Anyway, have a great day. Happy Thursday. Happy Scrumming, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully there won't be a jackhammer out the window. That's why we didn't do the show yesterday, because they were jackhammering outside the window. First, I thought I'd be able to do it when I got back from visiting with the client. And then I'm like, I can't do the show. There's a jackhammer going off right outside my window. This is just a compressor. It's nothing. The jackhammer was pretty something. Anyway, take care. Oh, there it goes. It's getting ready to start. Take care. Bye. And see ya.